The ancient Olympic Games were held in Olympia, Greece, from 776 BC to 393 AD every 4 years. They featured the most premier athletes that Greece had to offer. Although they were originally held to honor the gods, the modern Olympic Games are used to showcase the best athletes in the world from the top countries. The first modern Olympic Games were held in Athens, Greece in 1896, with just 251 athletes competing from 13 different countries. Today, hosting the Olympic Games comes with an extremely hefty price. The Rio Games cost upwards of $20 billion to produce. However, a city hosting the Olympics, such as Rio, can make a lot of their money back from the tourists that the Olympics attract. Hosting the Olympic Games is beneficial for the host city because it causes an influx of tourism and leads to immense national pride and global prestige. Tejvan Pettinger, a member of the Olympic Committee, stated a major sporting event like the Olympics can attract thousands of people for the duration of the Games. These foreign tourists boost the local economy for weeks. By providing these tourists with once-in-a-lifetime opportunities and lifelong memories, tourists will oftentimes return to the host city to reminisce, like Jung-il, who revisits Athens every year to remember amazing time spent with her now-deceased mother, resulting in happy tourists and wealthier cities. The 590,000 people who visited London for the Olympics in 2012 spent an average of £1,290, or $1,600 compared to £600 from other visitors. That's over double the money brought in because of the Olympics. Every 2 years when the Olympics roll around, many Americans find themselves glued to their sofas over the course of the Games. They can get us to actually genuinely care about competitive swimming for a little while, which is quite the feat on its own, but we take massive pride when Michael Phelps breaks a world record we didn't know anything about minutes before we turned on the TV. Los Angeles had chosen to host the Olympic Games in 1984, and according to Peter Ueberroth years later, it had the hopes of reinventing itself from a murky, dim metropolis lacking civic pride. Now, more than 30 years later, the 1984 Olympics are considered the most successful of the modern Olympics, and Los Angeles is among the most prestigious cities in the United States. According to a survey conducted by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, after the 1984 Olympics were held in Los Angeles, 94% of the people surveyed felt that they were prouder to be Americans than before. Hosting the Olympics can greatly increase a city's tourism, and in turn greatly increases their economy, and it's seen as an extreme honor resulting in mass pride in one's country. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it because I did not enjoy making this whatsoever. This was a pain in the butt.